During the application of the DV lottery, you will be required to upload a digital photograph. That photograph must meet some standards. Failure to that, the system will automatically reject your application and make you ineligible. So your photograph matters a lot. The digital photograph that you upload, it will matter a lot. And you don't want to be the cause simply because you uploaded a bad picture, a bad photograph that does not meet the requirements. Yeah? Requirement number 1, a colored picture. Number 2, in focus picture. Not like out of focus. You see what I mean? It should be in focus picture. Number 3, the correct size. And I'm going to show you that. So your picture should present the full head from the top of the head to the bottom of the chin. You see? To the bottom of the chin. So in paper, we talk of 2 inches by 2 inches. So from the top of the head to the bottom of the chin here, it should be on paper like 1 inch to 1 3/8 inches. You see this part here too, from your eye here to this part, to the lower part of your body here, the same dimension, 1 to 1/8 inch or 3/8 inch. If you are talking of a digital photo, we talk of 600 pixels times 600 pixels. So we are talking of from the top of your head to the bottom of your chin here, 50 to 69%. That's easier to understand. That is over half of the image occupying this square here. Another thing is that the center of the head, you must center your head with the frame. You see, a very good symmetry. Yeah, very well balanced in focus. So this is a photograph composition template, just to help us understand how your picture should appear. And in connection to that, you should not wear glasses. If you wear glasses, you should remove them. Another thing is that you should always face the front of the camera with your eyes wide open, and you should do what? You should maintain a neutral facial expression. Maybe something like this. Eyes wide open, neutral facial expression, not expressions like you're posing, you're this cute, showing your cuteness. No, all those facial expression, you should avoid all those kind of facial expression. You should use a recent photograph that shows your current appearance. We always talk of any photo taken within the last 6 months to the time you are applying should be good to go. If it's more than 6 months, by the time you apply, it's not a good picture. And you should not use a picture that you had used in a previous year entry. So you should avoid all. You should take your picture on a white background or off-white background. Off-white background are colors that are very, very close to white. Maybe like yellow cream or grayish, colors that are very, very close to white. That is off-white. A background like mine here, that is a bad picture. You should avoid taking the picture using uniform, except for religious purposes. So like for our brothers and sisters from Islam, we know like ladies wear hijab. That is religious. So that one, there is no problem. But not like school uniform or work uniform. Clothes that you just wear during work. You should avoid that. Normally, wear just as you usually wear on a casual basis or a normal daily basis event. If you want to wear a suit, well dressed, fine, no problem with that. But we are talking of avoid uniform. So avoid hats or head covering, unless again for religious purposes. We know there is a religion that usually people have to put turban, you know. So that in that case it's allowed, because that is how they always appear, you know. But hat or anything covering your hairline or all that, and not for religious purposes, you should avoid that. If you wear hearing devices, or maybe you are on a wheelchair and your wheelchair will be seen some part of it, that one will be allowed, you know, and we are going to see examples of those pictures. Avoid headphones or earphones, you know, while taking pictures or similar items. You know, try to be as natural as possible without so many other things. Have someone else take your picture or your photo, so selfies are not allowed. So let me take you to the website travel.state.gov, and we see examples of good pictures as well as bad pictures that have been given there, just to help us understand the good pictures we are talking about. So in our famous website travel.state.gov, we'll be able to get examples of pictures, good pictures. Yeah, I hope you'll be able to see this. So this one here is an acceptable picture. Look at it. It's square, and we are told acceptable. The image is clear, reproduces skin tone accurately, and does not have shadows. Look at other pictures, like a bad picture. That's a bad one. Yeah, photo is underexposed. It's not really clear. You can tell it's not really clear. Yeah, so the tip there, change your camera exposure or use extra lighting. Yeah, look at another bad picture here. Another bad picture. How about this for a small girl? A good picture. The image is clear, reproduces skin tone accurately, and does not have shadows. This picture here is a bad one. Why? Do you see a shadow here? The posture, you know, was good, but there is a shadow. So the photo includes shadows on the custom face and background. This is a good picture, sharp, without any visible pixels or printer dots. Bad picture simply because it's blurred, not clear. The photo is not the right size, so that's why. Look at where the square we were talking about. This is not a square, it's a rectangle. You can see, yeah, the size of from the top of the head up to here. Not a good picture. A good picture directly facing the camera with a neutral expression. Eyes are clearly visible. Even the ears. Can you see that? Not a good one, looking down and the head is tilted forward. Not a good one, you know, head is tilted to the side. A good picture, full face is visible and no shadows or clothing block the face. Yeah, this is religious outfit, so acceptable. A bad picture, the head covering blocks part of the face. A bad picture, the scarf covers a portion of the face. Bad picture, hats not accepted. The background is white or off-white without shadows. So this one shows how the background is supposed to be a good. The background is blue, bad picture. The image is acceptable. The customer is sitting in a wheelchair and part of the wheelchair head support is in the image. So you're told here, include a note with your application that explains that your background is not completely white because you are on a wheelchair. When taking children pictures, no other person is supposed to be in the photo and the child should be facing the camera with eyes open. So one of the tips, you should lay your baby on his or her back on a plain white or off-white sheet, yeah, and then place, you know, a camera in such a way that you'll be able to capture your baby's, you know, face. Of course, there are all those acceptable situation for babies, but at least you should capture the face of the baby clearly with no obstruction. Good picture of the baby facing forward with correct lighting and acceptable facial expression. Bad picture, an exaggerated facial expression. Bad picture, pacifier blocks a portion of the face. So nothing should be on baby's face. A good picture showing the baby seated on a car seat with a plain white or off-white back. So in conclusion, when taking a photo of your baby or toddler, no other person should be in the photo, and your child should be looking at the camera with his or her eyes open. If they close their eyes, that's not a good picture. You have to try again and just take another picture. So 2 tips you can use. You can lay your baby on his or her back on a plain white or off-white sheet, yeah, to ensure your baby's head is well supported, you know, and just try to take a picture of your baby's face, yeah, while lying down, yeah. Second tip, you can cover a car seat with a plain white or off-white sheet and take a picture of your child in his or her car seat. Yeah, this again will ensure that your baby's head is supported. Last but not least, in the same website of travel.state.gov, you can be able to find a photo tool which you can use to check whether your photo is of the right size, you know. So if this one is when you have already the photo and you want to ensure that it is of correct dimension. We had talked about 600 pixel times 600 pixel. This photo tool does not check the quality of your image. If you have glasses, it doesn't remove the glasses. If you know all the other requirements we have talked about. When you click on the photo tool, it brings you to this, and then you're supposed to choose a photo. Like I'm going just to show you using one of my photos here. Yeah, I'm going to use one of my photos that I have saved in my laptop. So that's it. I mean, this is not you know, a passport, a digital passport or photograph to be used in DV lottery, because you can tell I'm posing, I'm not in focus and all this, you know, facial expression, but to show you that the photo tool does not change the quality of the picture. It cannot remove my glasses. If I had glasses, the glasses will still be here. So if I'm to use this picture to apply for DV lottery, this is a bad picture because it has not met the requirement. Though the photo tool helps me to crop it to the right size. You see, so this is a good square, 600 pixel by 600 pixel, but it doesn't change anything else about this picture. So your picture must meet all the other requirements. This photo tool is only to make sure to crop your picture to the right dimension.